When a student graduates from Baltimore City Public Schools, they have the education they need to be successful. One father says his honor students was woefully unprepared. As Project Baltimore's Chris Papps explains, Maryland has changed high school graduation requirements to help students, but some say we're setting them up for failure.
So you're making it easier?
Graduation day.
It's a proud day.
For Desmond Stinney's youngest daughter.
Today's a big day.
One certainly filled with pride, but also worry.
I just kind of want to get through it.
You see, 3 years ago, in 2020, Stinney celebrated.
Yeah, I wouldn't even. That's like, I understand parents being proud and all that, but you want to make me proud. Well, man, go to the Olympics. You gotta step it up. I'm gonna have higher standards for me being proud if I had a kid.
School graduation of his oldest daughter, Xaviera.
Our prize cadet here. We're so proud of her.
An honor student, soccer star, and graduate of Baltimore Polytechnic Institute.
She's accomplishing so much more.
Well, good for her, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. She grinding. She ain't just doing nothing. That's what's up, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with youth that's actually putting in work.
And her old man at such a young age.
Xaviera didn't just graduate from any city high school. She went to one of the best. In 2020, Poly had a graduation rate greater than 95%, one of the highest in Maryland. 77%
that's pretty high.
of students tested scored proficient in English that year.
Yeah, it's kind of odd, bro. I ain't gonna front. I ain't no teacher or expert, but that's pretty high to some degree.
4% scored proficient in math. Both the best scores in the city.
Did you think she was prepared to go to a military academy?
Absolutely. There was no indication that she wasn't.
But soon after graduation, his father watched his daughter's bright future nearly fall apart.
Oh, man, it's coming. I already see the setup.
Xaviera enrolled as a cadet into one of the United States military academies. But Stinney says when she got there, she quickly fell behind and was placed on academic probation. She was in danger of failing out of college.
And that was the moment we realized that the foundation wasn't built at all. And we had a very false sense of superiority.
Man, what just happened? I'm glad you guys sent this to me. Goes beyond school. Goes beyond everything that we're seeing. Beyond being a student, all of that. This is a life lesson. Don't take shortcuts. The school was trying to make a shortcut, made things easier from what I'm looking at. And now once this kid got to college where it was normal, right? They wasn't able to swim with the sharks. They was about to drown, metaphorically, of course.
Having the grades that we had.
Stinney says the academy had to create a special math remediation course to help his daughter stay in school.
We never thought basic math would be the stress in her life for those 16 months that she was on academic probation.
Xaviera is now off academic probation and is doing well. But Stinney worries about the other students.
You got to build up. See, that happens in everything. Think about it as a musician, right? You're a rapper. You end up meeting somebody, they like you, they end up signing you before you even went through all the other stuff that you had to go through in the industry. Now you're ahead of the game, right? You're a step ahead of a bunch of other people who are beyond you. So once that cosign runs up, you're going to drown. And then you're going to be sitting there like, how come my album doesn't sell? How come my music ain't doing? Because you're not good. You didn't learn all of those steps to get to that level. You didn't build the staircase. I heard Tory Lanez, which is crazy. He's dealing with whatever. But Tory Lanez described this drink perfectly. You got to build a staircase up to your success. That way, if you slip or fall, you could just walk up the staircase. These other people, they get carried up or they get taken on the elevator. And then when they get out and they fall, they realize what happened to the elevator. There's no elevator to pick me back up. No. Now you got to start from ground zero. And because you didn't do it the first time like that, you have no idea how to be at that point. So yes, this is definitely setting kids back. If they're doing that and making these kids think that they're like honor students and then send them to regular schools and then they nowhere near normal level, setting these kids up for failure. And this is everything. And this is how the world thinks now, which is going to set everyone up for failure.
Including his younger daughter,
We can see the finish line.
especially after he learned Maryland has changed its graduation requirements, a change he fears could result in more graduates not being prepared.
I think that's counterproductive. I think if we lower our
He's right.
standards, I think that's at the detriment of the children.
In 2019, the year prior to the pandemic, to receive a high school diploma, Maryland students had 3 graduation requirements: earn 21 credits, complete 75 service hours, and pass state assessments in the 4 main subjects. From 2020 to 2023, students no longer had to pass state assessments to graduate. They just need
That's crazy. So hold up. So all you got to do is earn 21 credits and just do 75 service hours? That means you graduate without doing nothing. All you got to do is show up. You setting these kids up for failures. So let me explain that to you guys, right? Then you probably already understood completely, but just, bear with me. In order to graduate from, I guess, this high school back in the day, you had to earn 21 credits. That's normal. 75 service hours. I guess that's them sending them off site. When I was in high school, they sent me to like a supermarket. And I actually enjoyed that too. I was working in the supermarket 3 days a week. And then the third thing, which is probably the most important, you would have to pass the assessments in algebra, government, English, and life science, right? Now you don't have to do the last portion. So all you would have to do is earn 21 credits and do some service hours, and you graduated high school. Now, if you go to college, you ain't gonna know nothing. That's crazy.
students no longer had to pass state
Wow.
assessments to graduate. They just needed to take them. And next year, new standards take effect again. For a majority of the class of 2024, Maryland students will only have 2 requirements to graduate: 21 credits and 75 service hours. State assessments will now count for 20% of their final grade for that subject, meaning students won't have to pass the state test to graduate.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, we setting up the work. Can you imagine being in a hospital when you old? Oh, I need a doctor. And the doctor come and be like, well, there's a good chance I might be able to help you, but that's only like 20%. There's only 20% chance. Oh, it's going to be like a little kid playing Operation on the table, man. It's going to be bad.
In 2025, the state is expected to change requirements again. Most graduating seniors will likely need 22 credits to graduate. But again, state assessments will only count
20%.
for 20% of the final grade.
Do you think this is lowering the standard?
You're setting these kids up for failure. You're lowering the standards, setting these kids up for failure. That's a fact. That's a big fact.
Well, anytime
Wow.
you got to do less to get to the same result, I think you're taking a hit on your standards.
The Maryland State Department of Education will not interview with Project Baltimore, but told us in a statement the change was made because high stakes exit exams disproportionately and negatively impact minority and economically disadvantaged students, reducing their likelihood of graduating from high school. The statement continued to say, a student's course grade is a stronger predictor of college and career success than performance on standardized assessments.
I think we're setting them up to fail.
No, that's exactly what you're doing. That's exactly what you're doing. You are setting them up to fail.
Well, graduation rates will probably go up because there's fewer requirements to graduate.
Mhm. And we talked about that false sense of superiority. We thought we were ready. And then when it became game time against higher level competition, we weren't ready.
I'm
Right.
Chris Pabst, and this is Project Baltimore.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's real crazy. They setting up those kids for failure. Those kids are going to do pretty bad, and society is going to really, really take a negative effect if that goes into effect. So it just is what it is. It's messed up. right, is super messed up. You're lowering the standards just so these kids can just get out your way and open up space for the next kids to come. Yeah, it's just unfortunate, man. These school systems are more worried about the woke agenda than actually teaching your children.